You ready to learn a little something?
So by now, everybody knows that smoking is bad for you. We see ads about it everywhere, and society pretty much shuns you if you do it at this point. But how much do you really know about cigarettes and, for that matter, smoking in general? Well, in this Facts in 5, I'm going to explain everything that you need to know about smoking in 5 minutes or less. Yes, we know that cigarettes are bad for you. It is that simple. However, there are elements of this highly addictive habit that aren't as simple as it seems. So today, I'm going to give the smokers out there a push to quit, or at least more information about their habit, as well as for the non-smokers out there, I'm going to give you a reason to continue not being smokers. So without further ado, here it is. This is Facts in 5, all about smoking. So what are cigarettes? Cigarettes, as I imagine that 99% of you already know, are small, tiny cylinders made up of thin paper that's wrapped around a concoction of tobacco leaves and over 4,800 other chemicals. Sadly for smokers, of those 4,800 chemicals, 69 are known to cause cancer in humans, which is just one reason why smoking is considered very, very bad for you. Just in case you didn't know that. Unfortunately, the health risks for smokers don't sway people who do choose to smoke, as over 1/3 of the world's adult population smokes at a combined rate of over 15 billion cigarettes a day. Tar lungs. So who smokes? Like I said, over 1/3 of the planet's adults do smoke, and believe it or not, that number is still growing. In fact, every day, over 4,000 American teens smoke their first cigarette, while 1,000 more have the first of what becomes a daily addiction. Research has shown that over 69% of smokers want to quit altogether, but a number of factors do stop them. And I assure you, having tarry lungs is not one of them. Those that do manage to kick the habit, interestingly, choose a Monday as the day to start their smoke-free lives. Because Mondays aren't tough enough, why not be Grumpelstiltskin while you're at it? Good morning, John!
I need a cigarette!
But if you are getting ready to quit, any day is the best day. It doesn't have to be a Monday. Fun fact, despite his obvious character flaws, it was actually Adolf Hitler who led the first anti-smoking campaign. Where do people smoke? In the United States and many parts of Europe, minors can smoke all that they want and nothing's done about it. In a strange loophole, it's the actual purchase of tobacco that's prohibited by law. Perhaps there would be fewer smokers if smoking was illegal, but that idea has been fought over and over by politicians to no end. In 2010, a young boy was found in Indonesia who was totally addicted to cigarettes, smoking at least 40 a day. But believe it or not, that's not even the most shocking part of the story. It turns out that the boy was only 2 years old. Originally, it was the native tribes that partook before the habit spread to Europe. It was there that the first man seen smoking was actually arrested under suspicion that he was possessed by the devil. So when is smoking beneficial? That is clearly a shocking and controversial question, but hear me out. Let me first say that smoking is absolutely a bad idea and you should never ever do it. But believe it or not, some do find some benefits from it. For instance, studies show that a daily smoking habit reduces your risk of needing knee replacement surgery and can even help certain drugs, such as anti-clotting medication, work better. Cigarettes have even been known to prevent Parkinson's disease. And since it's technically an appetite suppressant, cigarettes have even been known to prevent obesity, making weight gain the second biggest reason people refuse to quit. The first, obviously, being, addiction. But perhaps the most surprisingly is that smoking can even reduce the risk of dying after a heart attack, which would sound much more beneficial if cigarettes didn't increase your chance of having one by, 200 to 400%. Yep. Why shouldn't you smoke? I don't know. But seriously, the health issues that you risk developing by starting smoking are astronomical. Of the just under 7,000 deaths that occur in the United States every day, 20% of them are caused by smoking. That means that 1 in 5 American citizens will likely die due to smoking unless something changes. And that's not just the smokers themselves, oh no. Secondhand smoke causes around 50,000 deaths every year. In fact, studies show that every single cigarette that you smoke knocks about 11 minutes off of your lifespan and grays your hair faster than normal. Over 10 million people in North America have life-threatening illnesses because of smoking, and over in the UK, a study done by a major health organization in 2013 found that daily smokers only had a 50% chance of seeing their 70th birthday. I don't know about you, but I want to live till I'm 70. No smoking for me, thanks. And here's a few additional bonus facts. Smoking around an Apple computer actually voids its warranty. 8.6 million US citizens live with a serious illness due to smoking. And yes, smoking actually makes breasts sag faster because it breaks down a protein called elastin. Well, I think you have enough of a reason not to smoke now. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can catch my next video, and I will see you in the next one with a much more cleaner air version of a video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.